Hi Pisces, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Pisces, in today's reading, I'm going to give you a couple of the oracle cards, do your reading, and then clarify it. So let us get started and see what's going on in your reading. Do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Pisces for their highest good. Oh, okay. You know what? Let me do that again. Okay, nice. All right. Two from here. Okay. Oh. All right. So you have the card of the sun. Be patient. It will come. Wow. The sun. Manifestations, power. Very nice. I feel like the sun is shining on you. I feel like you need to have patience that everything will fall into its place. You know, really have patience for everything. Wow, it's beautiful. You have stay focused, hold the course. So really be focused and try not to just do things in a rush. Really stay focused, okay, and flexible on what you're doing. You know, really think about everything that you're doing. You also have miracles. Expect the wonders to emerge. I feel like things are going to fall into place, but for you to believe, you need to believe on everything that is coming through. Okay, really believe, really trust the universe, really trust whoever you pray to. You know that everything is going to work out the way you want it. Very nice, very nice. All right, so here we go. Do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Let me just see that. I thought I saw a card in here. Okay, no, I didn't. One for the current. This is for Pisces for their highest good. Seven of Cups. Wow. Be real about what you want, what you're wanting. I feel like you're making decisions very soon. Going to be making a decision, but they're asking you to be realistic. You're wanting a lot of things. One for the situation. The Eight of Cups. Wow, you went from the Seven to the Eight of Cups. So definitely leaving something behind or wanting to leave something behind. Also could be going on a spiritual journey. One for the past or now. For a sword, asking you to really rest, really take it easy. It's time. You've been doing way too much. Okay, maybe you need to start focusing on nurturing yourself more. One for the what's hidden, going through a healing, reminiscing about the past. You know, childhood memories, your parents, people that have passed. Definitely reminiscing. One for the hopes and the fears. The King of Wands, putting things in order, getting things out there, putting your ideas into being real, you know. We'll see why it's in this position over here. And the what you need to do now, the Queen of Wands, not letting anybody stop you from doing what you're wanting to do. You know, stop paying attention to who and what they care about. You know, do your own thing. Be assertive. You know, don't let nobody stop you from doing what you want. And then what you need to work on. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. Wow, really definitely making a decision, really contemplating something, what your next move is. Also reviewing everything that has happened. One for the outcome. Knowing how to handle things. Definitely your card, part of your card, because, you know, it's a lot of emotions. Really, really, really knowing how to handle things. Really seeing, you know, the better side of everything, you know, good things coming in. Wow. Really knowing how to handle things. At the end of the tarot deck, you did get the Six of Pentacles. I do feel like you are going to be getting some kind of abundance coming in. Remember to believe, okay, because you do have that miracle card here. And good times are coming. Wow. The Nine of Cups, being content, seeing your accomplishments, your achievements, you know, seeing everything that you have done, you know, being grateful for it all. You also have the Emperor, taking your power back, stepping back into your power, being the emperor that you are, you know, being the leader and not the follower, okay, being nurturing and loving at the same time, but knowing what to do, Wow, very nice, you guys. Very nice. All right, so let's do this. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Pisces, see what's going on in your reading. Seven of Cups. Why is he Seven of Cups here? Okay. So with the Seven of Cups here, I do feel like you are going to be making decisions, but I feel like you need to look at things differently. Like, don't just be one-sided. Look at them from all around. You know, be very observant about what it is that you're wanting. Be very truthful about what it is that you're trying to do, what decisions you're trying to make. Okay, because I feel like you need to be realistic on everything, because you want to do a lot, but you really need to look at how you're doing things and how you're feeling about things, okay? Because it's part of that. Because you also have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is saying that, you know, you're going to be in your feelings a lot, you know, feeling, having gratitude for everything. And this is something that you're going to have to deal with, you know, with the Seven of Cups, you know, feeling how you really feel about things, how you can make this decision without, you know, hey, is this something that I really want? You know, you need to ask yourself things like that. I feel like there's a lot of emotions here. I feel like you need to follow your heart on things also. This is a new path for you. You need to be very observant. I feel like you need to really look at things differently. Also, too, I feel like you're waiting on something. What are you waiting on? Ask yourself, why do I have to wait? Why am I waiting on something? On what is it that's making you wait for something? Okay. Um, Interesting. Really stay focused, or be focused on the decisions that you're wanting to do. Um, you have the Eight of Cups here. Why is the Eight of Cups here? One more card. All right, so you are definitely going in a different direction. I feel like you are going to walk away from something, because I feel like you're really seeing something clearly here. I feel like you need to see something more clear. In other words, I feel like you need to stand your ground and stand up for yourself and speak about the truth that you're wanting to speak about, because there's something here that you're wanting to say, and you don't say it. Find your courage to speak the truth about what it is that you're wanting. Definitely going in a new direction with this Eight of Cups here. Feel like you're leaving obstacles behind, or leaving something behind. A lot of you guys are going on in a spiritual journey, so I feel like you're gonna be feeling a lot. That no matter what you're going through, the obstacles or the things that you're dealing with, that don't give up on anything. You know, even if it's tiring, even if it's hurting, you know, keep going, keep pushing forward, because you are like the queen of swords. You know, she doesn't let nobody bring her down. She speaks her truth. She stands strong, and she's very powerful. And that's what you need to do, you know. Okay, so wow, you have the Four of Swords here for the pastor now. It is now that you need to start taking care of yourself better. You need to nurture yourself to really do what you need to do to take care of yourself, to find that inner peace. Okay, so you need that, because you're going through a huge healing here. Why is the Six of Cups here? Nice. So this is in what's hidden. You're going to go through a healing. You know, you've been reminiscing a lot about the past. You will be, if you haven't. Could be reminiscing about childhood memories, the past, even people that have passed away. But definitely looking at your healing, feeling your emotions. You know, how you've been feeling or how you've been dealing with. I also feel like you need to trust your intuition. Really trust your inner knowing on these things, because you do have the High Priestess here, and the High Priestess is your card, saying that you have an inner knowing. Okay, you know how to handle this. You know how to deal with all this that's going on. There's also a partnership that's coming through, some kind of collaboration. You could be collaborating with someone, or some kind of partnership. Even putting your ideas out there, but they're wanting you to trust your intuition. Right now, you need to start staying focused on things, because there are times that you let your emotions get in the way of everything that's been happening, and you need to really trust your intuition, because when you go through this healing, it brings up a lot of old memories or old feelings. So you got to, trust your intuition on things and how you're feeling about everything. But there is definitely a partnership here. I feel like you're going to have a lot of ideas, trying to build something with someone, something like that. You have the King of Wands here. Why is the King of Wands in the hopes and the fears on the card? Oh, wow, that's nice. With the King of Wands, it's time to start putting things in order. Start putting your ideas, pursue your dreams, whatever it is that you're wanting, because I feel like you're going to have a lot of clarity right now. You're seeing things differently. You're seeing things truthfully. You're seeing things clear. I feel like there's going to be breakthroughs. I feel like your intuition is going to be spot on. You're going to need to trust your intuition on things, okay? Because there is a new path here coming in for you, so it's very nice. New beginning, new experiences, new things are arriving. So just know that. Very nice. This is beautiful, Pisces. Very beautiful. You have the Queen of Wands, and why is the Queen of Wands here? One more card. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Um, so you start off with the Queen of Wands. Be assertive, okay? Don't let nobody take that light away from you, or stop caring so much about what other people say or think, okay? Really hold on to what you're doing, what you're wanting to do, finding your courage to become who you want to become, or do, okay? Don't let anybody take that away from you. You're very strong-willed, and you know how to handle all this. If you, whatever it is that you're wanting to become or wanting to do, you're going to find your courage and your strength to do it, okay? No matter what. But just find your patience also. Because you will be able to handle it. You will be able to do whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve or wanting to pursue. Don't let nobody take that away from you. Okay, really stand your guard, stand your ground on things. I feel like you're gonna find your courage. I feel like you're gonna have that confidence to do it. I feel like you need to trust your intuition also. Nurture yourself. Listen to yourself on how you're feeling and on what you're doing. Okay, really nurture yourself on that. Really take the time to get grounded and go within, because that's what they're asking you to do, to work more on that, because there's a lot of changes that are coming through for you. Wow. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles here. And why is the Seven of Pentacles here for Pisces? Look at that. You have the Eight of Cups again. So I feel like you're definitely reviewing everything. I feel like there is a decision that you're making, trying to figure out what your next step is. I feel like everything that you've been going through, you're definitely going to contemplate this decision, going in a new direction. It's going to take courage. It's going to take confidence to do it. So just know that. But you are definitely going on a new path here. Something new is coming in. It's going to move you towards something. Find your courage, your confidence, and your power. Step back into your power and do it, okay? Don't let anybody bring you down or keep you from doing what it is that you're wanting to do, because, they're saying, you're very strong-willed. You know what you're doing. You're very intuitive. Trust your intuition on things, okay? You're going to be able to handle anything that comes your way because you are the emperor. Step back into that power. Be the power, okay? So you're going to be able to handle anything. You're ready for anything that comes your way, Pisces. And then you have the King of Cups. And why is the King of Cups here? Oh, okay. My goodness, here we go. So for the outcome, you do have the King of Cups. You know how to handle things. Like I said, they're asking you to step back into power, to focus, to stay focused, okay? Because you know what you're doing. I feel like you could also be dealing with an Aries here also, but definitely trying to figure out what your next step is. And if it's something about you leaving, then it's time to leave, okay? I feel like you're going to be in your emotions a lot, but I feel like for you not to let your emotions get in the way of making these decisions. I feel like you know how to handle yourself. I feel like you need to communicate better, though, no matter what. I feel like you need to start setting boundaries, because you do have the Ten of Wands here. And the Ten of Wands is saying, feeling very overwhelmed, way down on on everything that's been going on. That no matter what, this is a process. Trust the process on all these things that are going on, because you are going through a healing. We're all going through this huge transformation, and it's something that we all need to go through, to get in tune with ourselves, to get in tune with our feelings. And that's something here that you need to start setting boundaries, because you're carrying a lot within you. And it's time to release that. Okay. You have the Queen of Pentacles here also, and the Queen of Pentacles is definitely talking about that. You know how to make things happen. You are the resourcer. You are a multitasker. You know how to make things go, right? But you don't. The one thing that you don't do is take care of yourself more, and that's something that you need to do now. You need to start taking care of yourself better, nurturing yourself, loving yourself, trusting yourself. Take the time to do that. There is abundance here coming through for you also, but it's time for you to nurture yourself, okay? Because you do know how to create the things that you want, and it is coming through. But there's a lot here. Wow. So, all right, Pisces. So, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. God bless.